Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Julian from Memory Cards, and you are listening to the very first episode of Mixed Bag Mondays. What is Mixed Bag Mondays? Well, it's just a way for us to talk about what's going on in the Memory Cards universe, talk about some of the stuff we're working on,
In the
what's coming out.
MCU.
Exactly. But what's coming out this week, what we're working on, what games we're playing, what reviews are going to be up on the site, stuff like that. It's kind of like a short form podcast. Think of
Oh
it
yeah,
that way.
speaking of site, we have a website now. We haven't really talked about that.
Exactly. Yeah, we do have a website now. Haven't really advocated that much
No, not at
about
all.
that. Haven't really put that out there. But yeah, we do have a website. It's still in like the early stages, so don't get too excited. All right.
Not going to be any flash games here. It's not going to be
No.
mini clip.
Addictinggames.com. Which one did you go to the most?
Coolmathgames.com.
Cool Math Games.
I'm not joking. That was like the only website that was unblocked during my like elementary school days.
Oh, really? Did that have man, what was that game that you were like a mountain climber or something?
Yeah. I remember that
And you
game.
would you
That
would
was such a
scale
sick
the
game.
mountain and
Someone should
you
remake that game for the Switch.
well, just put that game on the Switch. Don't
Okay,
even
fine.
remake it.
That's fair.
I would play it. I think it was called like Math Climbers or something like that.
Math Mountain.
Math Mountain. Journey to Math Mountain. What a
Yeah.
fun game that sounds like. So anyway, this is Mixed Bag Mondays. This is gonna be out every Monday, and we're just gonna talk about whatever. Usually 10
What's
to 15
going to be
minutes.
coming up within the next week?
Yeah, exactly. So what I wanted to talk to you first about is something that we both decided recently is that we're kind of getting back into Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, we did that one video when it first launched on the Switch, and we were like, "Oh, I could see us getting into it," and then we didn't play it for like a month, and then I just got sucked back into it, and then it kind of like gravity pulled you into it too.
Yeah, well, you were hitting me up. You're like, dude, I got the battle pass. I'm back into it, and then I started playing again, and I did miss it, I think, and because we took a break for about a month, where we just didn't play it at all, and we were playing it quite a bit.
Yeah, we just got burnt out.
Yeah, and I think that can happen with any game. And you know, I know that most people that are consistently playing Fortnite probably dedicate all their game time to that. And to me, like that's just really hard. And I know you have the same issue.
Yeah.
Because I prefer to jump from game to game and spread out, you know?
And you know what? This might be one of the reasons why I don't think I really enjoyed the this season in Fortnite. I wasn't really that
The
big on the
superhero themed
superhero
one?
stuff. I don't think
Yeah, you know, and to be honest, like at the core of it, I don't necessarily care all that much about the what the theme is of the season. But you're right. I mean, there certainly was something that didn't grab me about it, as the previous season had. And I'm interested to see what this next season is going to be, which launches in what, like 4 days? I
It
think
launches on Thursday.
Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So we've seen some hints as to what that is. I think it has something to do with like time
travel.
rifts and
Yeah.
like time travel or something.
Well, like I sent you that picture this morning that they teased. It was a kitsune mask. So, I'm lost. It's either like time travels or Japanese. Like I have no idea.
It could be something like different periods of history combined into one. Like
Yeah, that's what
like
it
they
looks
could
like.
do like Egyptian stuff with Japanese stuff, like just different, like, you know, the Edo period
Yeah.
samurai stuff, and maybe
Some
that's what they're
Western-
going towards.
Yeah,
But
well,
I
like
mean,
remember how I got like, really excited the other day, and like I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy the Red Knight
yeah.
skin." I actually just returned it because I was like, "There's probably gonna be cooler skins that I care about more coming out." So hopefully I'll be able to get
Yeah,
something cool.
totally. Well, it's interesting that you can even return skins in the first place. When did they implement that? Because that must
I'm
have
not
happened
sure,
when.
but they give you 3 returns, no questions asked. 3 lifetime returns.
Okay, and that's like per account. That's on an
Yeah,
account,
and you have like
account
30
basis.
days. You can't return the battle pass. You can't return a few other things, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. So how did you get the full price back
Yeah.
that you paid for? Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, I don't think I would ever actually pay for a skin because they're like $30 for a skin and a pickaxe. But
Yeah,
you
like
gave me
if you
the
think about it, because it's usually like 2,500 V-bucks, right, for
yeah
a skin, and that's like $20 or $25 or something like that.
yeah something like that.
That's crazy. But people love it. People are doing it,
Yeah, I
shelling
mean,
out
if
the
it
cash.
works.
But yeah, so we're back into Fortnite. We'll probably maybe even get back to doing the once a week token video, which is
Yeah,
what we were doing consistently for a while, and those videos always seem to be successful. One of them actually ended up being like, and this is
one of our
compared to
highest watch
yeah,
videos.
compared to other videos on YouTube, that one got 17K views
Yeah,
last time I checked. So, and
it's
I don't know
crazy.
how that's possible that it was continually
We just
getting
probably
views
got it up. Oh yeah, that's weird.
like weeks after. Like I understand that it got like 3,000 or 4,000 views that week that token was
Yeah,
needed to be found, but since then it just keeps getting views. People are still watching it for some reason. Yeah, so Fortnite's cool. We'll be doing more content on that in the future, and that game isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Um,
so what have you been playing lately?
so yeah, besides Fortnite occasionally with you, I've actually been back into the Dark Souls series pretty heavily.
Okay.
It was something I have taken a break from for a while, and I played Dark Souls 3 a lot, like a lot, in 2016 when the game came out, and there
Yeah,
was a
that was one of
big
my favorite games of that year, to be honest.
oh dude, so good, such a good game. Um, after that game came out, there was a pretty big space in between its initial release date and the first DLC.
Yeah,
I think it was
almost a
like
year.
almost a year.
I
Yeah,
think.
it
I
was.
think.
It could. I think it might have been like maybe in between 6 and 8 months or something. But it was a decent time. With most DLCs coming out just a couple months after a game's release, this was a pretty big gap, and I got the game on release day and played it heavily for a few months, and beat it multiple times, did multiple character runs, and then I was just kind of burnt and I moved on to something else, and I never went back to do the DLC for it. But then the other day, well, not really the other day, just a few weeks ago, I was looking at the games I have, because I have so many games that I have never even played or owned and only played like 10 minutes of. And I saw that I still have Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin on Xbox One. It's like, you know what? Let's try that. And I've always been nervous to go back and play the older Dark Souls games. I had tried to play Dark Souls when it came out, and it was too difficult,
Hmm.
too frustrating for me at the time. Right, I wasn't looking for that type of game when that game first came out. So I went back and I played Dark Souls 2 and got really into it, and then now I've been playing Dark Souls 3 again, and I just got Dark Souls Remastered, which I'm gonna probably start streaming on the YouTube channel, or at least putting out some content about it, because the game's still relevant. It's only, I think, and it's still first month of release, the remastered version at least. Did you've played some of them, right? And you played Bloodborne pretty heavily.
So, back in I think 2009, I had an Xbox 360, and I put it up on Kijiji, which is the Canadian Craigslist, to trade for a PS3 because I was bored of 360, which was a mistake by my part. So I traded it for a PS3, and it came with Demon's Souls, and that was my first foray into any game by this developer or in this.
Yeah,
And I was not good. I
dude.
played maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I just never played it again. And then flash forward to whenever Bloodborne came out, and then I played that, beat it, like sunk 100 hours into it, whatever. And then played Dark Souls 3, and then went back and tried to play Dark Souls 2, but I couldn't do it. It was just too difficult for me.
Yeah, and I noticed that seems to be like a lot of people's issues with it, and certainly was my problem with it. Was the way that the mechanics are in the games prior to Bloodborne. Because a lot of people think that they refined the mechanics by Dark Souls 3, which is also going to be the last Souls game. It stands as like the finale, really, in that the Dark Souls trilogy. But I've also heard there's a large portion of the community that believes Dark Souls 1 has the most consistent mechanics. I still haven't played that, so I can't attest to that. But I will say that Dark Souls 3 is the one that certainly feels the most complete and the most balanced.
And it seems like the easiest to jump into.
Oh, yeah, absolutely the most accessible out of all of the Souls games. And I still haven't played Bloodborne, although I own it. And
it's really good.
I really want to play it. But I think I'm going to play a little bit more Dark Souls 3 and then jump into Bloodborne. Because right now we're in this period of the summer that's pretty stagnant for video gaming.
Oh, really? I was just going to ask you if you're picking up any games this month, because I'm getting 3.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'd like to hear what those are.
I'm getting like 15.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Octopath
Okay.
Traveler.
Can you break it down for me?
Octopath Traveler, which I have to get.
Yeah.
Captain Toad, because I never played it. And the Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Okay, so those are your top 3 for July.
Yeah. Well, those are like the only ones that I'm really interested in. But yeah, otherwise, they're pretty mediocre.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've played... let's see, I played the demo for Captain Toad, which, I don't know if I'm sold on it yet. It felt a little slow to me, and I appreciate it. I think it's a cute game, and I know that it's pretty critically well regarded. I'm just not there yet. And in the Mega Man X collection, I'm pretty certain I'll end up getting. I have a lot of fond memories of playing that growing up.
Those are my favorite Mega Man games, aside from the Mega Man EXE series, which are my ultimate favorite. Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever played the Mega Man EXE games. Were those the RPGs on Game Boy?
Yeah,
okay.
The third ones, I think, the Blue and White series, were so good.
Damn, dude. I never got around to playing those. I always was intimidated of the RPG element of those games.
Yeah, well, maybe if they re-release them on the Switch, you should pick one of them up. They're really fun.
Dude, I just want them to release everything on the Switch. Like, it's such a good console for ports and everything. I mean, just fucking put everything on the Switch.
I just started playing Paladins on the Switch, and I bought it. I got it yesterday, and I think I already sunk 6 hours into it, just because of how easy it is. Yeah,
I mean, we did a video actually on it, the PS4 version for the channel, and I agree. Like, it felt really easy to jump into. And Overwatch, when I started playing that, it had already been out for a little bit, and I had trouble in the beginning with it, but was quick to find my character and do okay with that game. And in Paladins, it was just like immediately on the first match, it was just domination. But then I think we realized later that we were playing against bots.
Yeah, it's bots until you're like level 6.
Right. So do you have like all of the characters in the paid version?
Yeah, so what you buy it's like $30, and you get the Founders Pack, and it's you get every single character available right now, plus any more future characters. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for them using gems or like gold, which just takes forever. And it also comes with like some chests, so you can unlock cosmetics and like some gold and stuff. I definitely think it's worth it. I mean, there's no other FPS game on the Switch right now. It works well in handheld mode. It works well docked mode. Like, I genuinely don't notice that much of a difference between when we played on PS4.
Yeah, I'm not I think you mean it's the only online FPS, because they got Wolfenstein and Doom.
Yeah, sorry, I meant like competitive
online.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for that. But yeah, like there's, I'm sure it runs at a lower resolution. I'm like guarantee it, but I don't really notice it. I'm not that susceptible to that, but it also runs at 60 frames per second, which is the more important thing, I think.
For sure.
And it's crossplay with Xbox.
Dude, that's so sick. I'm so glad that Xbox and Nintendo are like best friends now.
Yeah, I feel like Sony's gonna have to do that. Like they're gonna
Well,
have
Sony's
to.
really fucking themselves over, like shooting themselves in the foot with this because it gives Xbox and Nintendo just free positive promotion
Yeah,
because they got nothing to gain really other than that, and nothing to lose by just having like friendly tweets back and forth of and kind of shitting on Sony. So
I think that there was something. I don't know. I might have just dreamed it. I just tried to find a source right now and couldn't find it. But I remember somebody saying that Sony is actually looking into allowing crossplay because I think they're getting such a bad rap, like they have to. But
they
I
have
mean,
to do something.
on the other hand, when Xbox was in the lead last year, like or last gen, you know, Nintendo and PS4 were like, "Yo, let us do this. We should do this. It'll be good for everybody." And Xbox is like, "LOL, no. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, like, why would they?" But I mean, I don't know. Something needs to change. I think it's just good for gaming as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. Like they don't want me just sitting over here jerking off to Xbox. They want me to jerk off to some Sony,
Well, I mean,
right?
yeah, that's true.
Because Sony's got the free hentai for sure. Xbox is
Uh,
absolutely zero hentai.
uh, is this a different podcast or like what is this?
Oh wait, I thought we were switching it up to the hentai association.
Okay. For real though, we have, I have at least a review of, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Tuhu Genzo Wanderer Reloaded, which is a game from Nice America. That's going up tonight at midnight PST or 3 a.m. EST. I'm just probably going to be doing a few more reviews for Bomber Crew. Some other ones coming up. I'm not really too sure. We have the Rento game. We're going to be doing a video on that this week as well.
Never played
Um,
Rento. Sounds like a
no.
weird dice board game or something.
Yeah, it looks
but
fun.
I'm down.
Hopefully it works properly.
Hopefully.
What about you? Do you have any?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get some Dark Souls remastered content. I plan on streaming more regularly or just having a stream schedule for the YouTube channel. Because I think it'd be something cool to do in the mornings. Not too early, probably 10 a.m. Pacific time, and stream for an hour or two every other day. Maybe something like Monday. Well, I don't know, Wednesdays, Fridays, maybe. I don't know. I got to work out the schedule, but I'd
Yeah.
like to start doing that on the channel.
Yeah. I mean, I think you and I should just start streaming like anytime we play games together.
Oh, for sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
What else? What else?
And I don't know. We'll see. There's not, like I said, there's like not a ton going on gaming wise. Hopefully, we're gonna be setting up some stuff with some publishers and developers to get some coverage on games coming out this summer. We just had the Steam Summer Sale that wrapped up on the 5th of July. The only game I ended up getting from that was what's it called? Red Faction Guerrilla, the remastered edition, which is the dumbest fucking name. Makes sense though.
But you're on Mars.
Mastered. It just sounds like I hate having to say that.
Yeah,
It sounds so dumb.
Just say remastered.
Yeah. That's the only game I ended up getting. It was $10, and I love that game. The destruction is just incredibly satisfying, and I don't know, something just so appealing about tearing down a building in that way. So I might do something with that. I got that on PC. It's obviously Steam. So that's what I got going on this week.
Awesome. Well.
All right, everyone. That is the Mixed Bag Monday video. We'll be having these come out once a week, every Monday. So stay tuned for that. Please let us know in the comments what you're playing this week, what you're looking forward to in the month of July. Bye.
Peace.